Morning all and welcome back once again to I Like Watches 2. I've actually been sent 2 packages like this from Aquatico. They tend to produce really good value for money watches. They offer them on AliExpress but also on a dedicated website, and yeah, they always offer very nicely made watches with incredible specifications. All of their watches come in this packaging. Well, all of the watches that I've received over the last year or so have come in, this really quite nice sort of wooden box. It feels quite light, not particularly sturdy, doesn't feel like a premium box, but I think for the money that they're charging for their watches, it's perhaps more than you would expect. And all of their watches seem to come with additional straps. Right, there we go. All the plastic has been removed. They've certainly given you plenty of links, haven't they? Looks like push pins in the bracelet. I've already mentioned lots of really good specifications with their watches. So yeah, solid end links, solid links. Milled elements on the clasp. The outer shell, perhaps not the best feeling. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't look cheap. But I have certainly interacted with slightly thicker, sort of more substantial versions of this clasp, but it doesn't cheapen the watch. The finishing looks good. Let's have a little fiddle with the bezel. Oh, that's not the best, sadly. Yeah. Quite sort of clunky, isn't it? Doesn't sound particularly crisp. Let's check the alignment. Yeah, alignment looks good. Ceramic bezel insert. I think there's an NH35 inside of here. I like the look of the hands, actually. And I do like white dialed watches with black ceramic bezel inserts. Obviously, you get lots of pop and shine from that ceramic insert. And I have already produced a full review of these watches, but they've sent me 2 more because I think they've added some new colours. It doesn't look like any of the specifications have changed. I guess they're happy with the watches, the build quality, but they've added some new arrivals to their website. And these are the 2 that they've sent me just to have a little refresh, another look at this watch. I'm not going to be producing another full review because, like I've said, it's not really worth it if the specifications haven't changed. If all they're doing is relaunching this watch with some slightly different colours, then I don't think it justifies a full review, but still nice to get them in and have another look at, well, apart from the bezel action, a cracking diver. I do though think it's a missed opportunity. If you're going to reproduce these watches with slightly different colours, why not just update the specifications a little bit? I don't know what they could update. I guess they could improve the bezel action. I'm quite surprised by that because these days you don't tend to experience that many bad bezel actions, but just recently I've had a few watches on the channels that have had somewhat disappointing bezel actions. But despite that, I still think it's one of their best watches, actually. It's probably one of, if not my favourite watch of theirs. I love their pilot watches because on the whole they tend to produce slightly larger than average watches. They almost always have 300 metres of water resistance, which is what this one has. So I do find their divers just a touch too chunky, but in terms of looks, I think this one is probably their best looking watch. Right guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you'll see me again very soon.